Everyone here knows the importance of the customer experience to their organization. They know it differentiates themselves from the competition. They also know it's much easier said than done. They know that you can't just hire friendly people and hope for the best, that you need to have some tools for them, that you need to put some metrics in place. As a matter of fact, Peter Drucker famously said, "What gets measured gets managed." That is so true. I think so many of you will agree. I have a little tweak to this quote where I say, what doesn't get measured gets forgotten.
So it was about 2 months ago. I was back in my hometown of Cleveland. I was at the airport. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm about to board a flight to Denver for a speaking engagement. So it's 6:30 in the morning. I stop at the Duncan. Line wasn't that bad. There was a young man behind the counter. It's my turn. He says, "Hey, how can I help you today, sir?" So I'd like a large coffee to go, please. "All right, let me get that for you. Just 1 second, I'll be right back." And he goes and does whatever he does. He comes back, he takes my payment, and while he's taking my payment, he says, "Hey, where are you off to today?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to Denver for a meeting." "Oh, cool, I've never been there. I bet it's great." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a nice town." He said, "Oh, that's great. 1 second, I'll be right back." He comes back, gets my coffee. I'm already paid. He hands me my coffee, and he says, "You know what, sir? I don't know what you're going to be doing today, but I do know you're going to kill it." And I said, "Thanks, man." And I took my coffee, and I'm walking down the concourse. I get about 50 feet, and I put my coffee down so I can take my phone out. I text my wife. I'm like, "Duncan Guy just told me I'm going to kill it today." And she said, "That's awesome." I said, "Yeah, I know." So I get on my plane. I fly to Denver. And it's about 6 hours later, I get introduced to come onto a stage just like this and talk to a group. And what do you think is the last thing that goes through my mind? I say to myself, I can't let Duncan Guy down. I gotta be really good today. But here's what happened. Duncan Guy did something. He took what was normally a transaction, and in that case, he turned it into an interaction, right? He made it about me. He took a very mundane, everyday happening and turned it into something special.
Another great example I have is from Celebrity Cruises. But here's what we were doing with them. They wanted to increase their close rate. So we worked with the call center, and in Q2, their close rate was 23%. A lot of you are saying, hey, that's not bad. If 23% of the people calling into my call center are closing as sales, that's great. Here's the challenge. The CEO asked for that to get to 30. And I'm pleased to say by the time we got to Q4, we hit 32%. Again, did we do some sort of intense sales training? No. We focused on 4. We focused on actively listening. We focused on making sure our teams were listening to those cues to personalize the experience.
The second thing I want you to focus on is what we call secret service. And for us, secret service is all about getting customer intelligence and utilizing it to personalize the experience that you are delivering. Right? How can you take information that maybe you already know about one of your patients or a customer, or maybe it comes up in conversation, and how can you use it? I love Secret Service because it made my teams detectives. Right? It made their job more fun. Instead of just a mundane order taker or information exchanger, right? They were trying to find something out about you. They were challenged. How can I make this experience better for you? The other thing we have to remember is the only time you learn something in a conversation is when the other person talks. Sometimes we forget that, right? Or we feel that we have to keep talking. We don't like awkward silence, so we just keep going and going and going, right? But when you're building a relationship, when you're talking to a new patient and explaining things to them, make sure that you're listening too. A big part of customer intelligence and secret service is all about being an active listener.